We're good. Are we good? Are we good? Okay, we're live. All right, guys. So we're gonna do something special today. This is not a we're not doing a wrestling podcast. It's not about wrestling. This is about Disney movies. Now, anybody who knows me, I'm a big Disney fan. I love Disney movies, Pixar movies, DreamWorks movies. I love all those type of movies. My man Kyron here is a fan too. I didn't know that. So my man Kyron here is a fan. You can go ahead and introduce yourself, man.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
So we made a top 10 list for what, in our opinion, what we think the greatest Disney movies ever are. So this is our opinion. So I'm pretty sure our lists are going to be very different. Then we made a Pixar list, DreamWorks list, and we made a songs list, which I just finished. And that one was hard. That was probably the hardest one for me, the songs one.
Mm-hmm.
But how long you been? You been a fan your whole life? Like you've been watching Disney movies your whole life?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, I started. I think I used to have like the back in the day when they used to have when they used to use VCR, they used to have all the DVD sets, and then my grandma she gave them away because she didn't think I wanted them anymore. So I don't know why she wanted that. So if you want, we can hop into one of these. Which list you want to hop into first?
It's up to you.
Let's do let's go to the Pixar one. We'll do the short ones first, and then we'll do the long ones first.
Okay.
I'll let you go first. Come on out.
All right, top 5 Pixar movies. Number 5, Ratatouille. Number 4, Incredibles 2. Number 3 is Toy Story 2. Number 2 is Inside Out. And number 1 is obviously The Incredibles.
Okay. Not bad. Okay, I can't tell you number 5. I didn't have Ratatouille. I had Ratatouille at number 5. Now I was debating on that one and Cars. The Cars was good for me too, but I didn't put that in there. Number 4, I had Finding Nemo. I don't know how you don't have that in there, but Finding Nemo is fantastic.
I was originally gonna put it there, but then I was actually had it number 5. Then I thought I actually like Ratatouille a little bit more than Finding Nemo, even though I grew up on Finding Nemo. So I had to take Finding Nemo would have been number 6 on the list.
Number 3 is The Incredibles. 2 is Monster Inc. You don't have that in there either. And number 1, you don't have this one in here. It's Toy Story. You don't have Toy Story in there either. What's up with that? The original Toy Story.
Because I think Toy Story 2 is better.
Okay, how is Toy Story 2 better?
I felt like everything that as good as the first movie is, and it's good. The animation was better than the second one because the first movie was the first animated CGI film, and I think the humans and the animals look better than the second one. Also, I just felt like the second one had more emotion into it, and I didn't see the third one, so I couldn't put Toy Story 3 on the list.
You haven't seen the third one?
I haven't.
The third one's really good, actually.
I've heard, but I've never seen it, so that's why Toy Story 3 couldn't make the list.
Okay, why is Monster Inc. not in there?
Well, it's simple. I knew for a fact Incredibles, Inside Out, and Toy Story 2 were going to be in the top 3. I knew those were the top 3 without a doubt. And Incredibles 2 I loved, and I've seen it 3 times this year. So of course I was going to make it. Like I said, Finding Nemo was Finding Nemo was going to be 5, and I actually had Monsters Inc. 6. And I was just scrolling through my YouTube playlist, and I saw my favorites list was the ending of Ratatouille. I said, oh, wait a minute, how I forget about that? So I do like Monsters Inc., but I just like the other 5 films and Finding Nemo more. Monsters Inc. would have probably been number 7.
Okay. See, Ratatouille, people sleep on Ratatouille, though.
They really do. They really do sleep on that film.
I got that on DVD, and that's when I was looking at the list. Because I was looking, I knew Toy Story, Monster Inc. and Incredibles were top 3 for me. And then Finding Nemo, I seen Finding Nemo, I was like, that gotta be in there. And the 5th spot, I was gonna put Cars. I was like, okay, gotta have Cars in there. That's my movie right there. Then I started scrolling, and then I seen Ratatouille, and I was like, okay, wait a minute, this movie right here was a great movie. You know, another movie too. I also like WALL-E. That was a good movie for me too. I like that movie a lot, actually.
I've heard it was a great movie, but the movie I've never really watched it completely, so I can't put it on my list either.
I got that on DVD too. I've seen WALL-E a lot of times, but
I tell you a movie I'm surprised neither one of us had though. And I was once again, this is a movie I wanted to have, but only had 5 spots. I'm surprised neither one of us put Up on the list.
Yeah, that was a bit on it too. But when you look at the other movies, I can't put those over the other movies. I mean, Up was a good movie though.
Yeah, but I never loved Up as much as everyone else did. I liked it, but I didn't love it. Like when you asked me like movies I love, Incredibles, and I grew up on Toy Story 2 and Incredibles, so of course those two. And I had to put Inside Out there because that made me feel a different type way I wasn't thinking it was going to. So that's why I had those as a top 3.
I don't know. Inside Out was good, but it's like I don't know. Like it was very sad though. At the ending, obviously.
The ending broke me. I ain't gonna lie. The ending broke me.
The ending was very sad.
Yeah.
If you ever seen the movie, very sad. but it's like I don't know. It wasn't like I feel like if I had to pick, like if I had to watch these movies, I would pick these five to watch before I pick again.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's go to the DreamWorks one. So you can I'll let you start off. You can start off with yours.
All right, top 5 DreamWorks movies. All right, number 5 is Shrek, as in Shrek 1. That's number 5.
And number 5, Shrek.
Yes, number 5. Number 4 is Flushed Away.
That's a good movie.
Number 3, Kung Fu Panda 2. Number 2, Shrek 2. And obviously, number 1 is going to be The Prince of Egypt. There was not going to be any debate on what number 1 was going to be.
That's definitely not number 1, but okay. Number 5. See, I don't know if you've ever seen this movie, but this is a great movie. Number 5 is Spirit for me.
Never seen it.
That movie is absolutely amazing. If you've never seen it, you have to watch it. Number 4 is Prince of Egypt. Prince of Egypt is a great movie. 3 is Kung Fu Panda 1. Number 1, not 2. 2 is Madagascar. I do not have Madagascar on that. We need to discuss that. 2 is Madagascar. Number 1 is obviously Shrek. Now, obviously, you say Shrek 2 is better. I say Shrek 1 is the best one of all. Shrek 2 is good, though. I'm not going to lie. Shrek 2 is amazing. But Shrek 1 is just... it's got to be number 1 for me.
See, I put Shrek 2 over Shrek 1 because I feel like, 1, the jokes in Shrek 2 hit more than Shrek 1. The soundtrack was clearly better. If you want to argue anything else, you can't act like the soundtrack in Shrek 2 wasn't better than the first one. The second movie had a better soundtrack.
I give you that. I can give you the soundtrack. I give you that.
There's no question that the climax, that Shrek 2 had the best climax of any Shrek movie. From everything, what the fairy godmother singing, the traveling through far, far away on a giant cookie, all the way up to getting a wand at the end. It had the best climax of any Shrek movie, and I think it was funnier. And I like the first one. And it's funny because for a long time, Shrek 2 was the Shrek movie I've seen the least. And when I've seen it, but I watched the other 3 more. And I sit down and watch the second one, like, this is the best Shrek movie I think that I've seen. And I can't believe you had the Prince of Egypt so low. That's my whole thing.
That movie is not better than those, bro. Come on now.
Are you kidding me? The Prince of Egypt had some of the best 2D animation you'll ever see, a great story, and I love musicals, so I'm biased to a musical, and had great songs. And let's not forget that the actual song was recorded by Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey. Come on, the music, the story, and the animation is what makes Prince of Egypt. I still get out. The burning bush scene and a part in the river scene are still 2 of the best pieces of animation I've ever seen.
Okay, Prince of Egypt is a great movie. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's a bad movie, but let's look at Kung Fu Panda, Madagascar. Sure. First of all, okay, why is Madagascar not on the list?
I wanted to have Madagascar, but to be fair, the first Madagascar I liked it, but looking back in hindsight, I don't really like it as much as I used to. So I thought maybe Madagascar 2 or 3, and I said, but you like the other 5 movies more.
Okay. And Kung Fu Panda. Did you have a Kung Fu Panda 2 over 1?
Yes.
What? Okay. Kung Fu Panda 2 was really good. I know. That's the one with the peacock, right?
Yes.
That was a really good one.
I'll tell you one that I'm surprised neither one of us had. And not just one movie, but 2. How did neither one of us have either How to Train Your Dragon movie? Now, I mean, I haven't seen either one of them, so that's why I couldn't put them on the list. I'm surprised you didn't have either How to Train Your Dragon movie.
One movie that was going to make it was almost Road El Dorado. I'm going to put that on there, too. That was a good movie. I love that movie a lot. I don't know if you've ever seen Road El Dorado, but that's a really good movie. But Spirit, okay. You have to watch Spirit. If you've never seen Spirit, you have to watch it. You know what it's about?
No, I don't. I don't even know the synopsis of it.
Okay. It's a yellow horse. It's about a yellow horse. He gets like the animals don't talk in the movie. It's the animals don't talk in the movie. It's about a yellow horse. He gets captured like away from his family by like people, and he gets taken into like this, I don't want to say like prison type thing, but he gets taken into like away from the family basically. But they also capture like Indians too. So they capture this. It's the white people obviously. So they capture this Indian too, and this Indian and this horse are like trapped together, and they like escape together. Like the story behind it is amazing. It's an amazing story.
Okay.
You have to check it out if you've never seen it. It's really good. Prince of Egypt is really good too. Kung Fu Panda, Madagascar, Shrek. See now, my thing is, for me, it's very hard for a second movie to be better than the first one for me. Now I've seen a lot of movies, like a lot of second movies that are better than the first one. Like for me, like Bad Boys, I like Bad Boys 2 better than Bad Boys 1. That's just me. I think the second one's better than the first one.
I mean, I don't like that. Like when people try arguing, oh, sequels are never good. Like And there are plenty of times I think not only the sequel's good, better than the original. Hell, my favorite movie is The Dark Knight, which is the sequel to Batman Begins. I think is better. Godfather 2 is arguably better than Godfather. The Empire Strikes Back is better than Star Wars. So I can see when some people say, "Oh, sequels never top the original." That's not necessarily true. Hell, you can most people argue the Toy Story movies got better and better, even though I haven't seen the third one. And yeah, I do love Toy Story 2 more than the first one because I feel like it had more it was like what was I looking for? There was actually a lot of pressure on Toy Story 2 because at the toy, mind you, it was only the third Pixar film they ever did because it was Toy Story, Ants, then Toy Story 2. And I think Toy Story 2 had more pressure on it because as good as Toy Story was, Ants wasn't very well received. I'm sorry, Bugs Life. What am I talking about? Bugs Life. So now they went back to the drawing board and they did Toy Story 2. So if he had failed, there's a good chance that Pixar might not have made it as a company because they weren't sure if they could do sequels. So that's why I think Toy Story 2 is more important than Toy Story 1. Even though Toy Story 1 started everything, Toy Story 2, you can argue, saved everything.
So you think Ants or Bugs Life is better?
Between Ants and A Bug's Life?
Yeah.
Ants.
Okay, I do too. I always thought Ants was better. Bugs Life is good too, though. I like that movie a lot too.
I didn't really care for it, but I don't think it's a bad movie.
Well, see, I always like Bugs Life. I always thought Ants was better, though. Ants was always better for me. But I see your point. For sequels can definitely be better than the original movies. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I like Bad Boys 2 better than Bad Boys. Dark Knight's the best Batman movie ever.
Oh, easily. That's the best Batman movie I've ever seen.
So there are definitely sequels that can be better. There are a couple sequels I thought for me Finding Dory. I didn't think Finding Dory was better than the first one, but it was a good sequel though for the first one. I thought it was.
I didn't think Incredibles 2 was better than the first one, but I still thought Incredibles 2 was a good movie to eat anyway.
So it is definitely you said Shrek 2 better than Shrek 1. Shrek 2 is a good movie, but I just I don't know. I can't put that over Shrek. Just the original, because I've seen both of them. I have both of them. I have all three movies on DVD. I have all three. I have all four actually. I have all four Shrek on DVD, and I've watched them all.
Mm-hmm.
Shrek the third is a slept one too. I think that was the fourth one was garbage. I didn't like the fourth one. The fourth Shrek was garbage. I didn't like it.
I think Shrek 3 is garbage, and Shrek 4 is actually good.
Well, you see, I think Shrek 3 is better than Shrek 4.
Not to me. I think Shrek 3, especially, a part is because they had to come up the heels of Shrek 2, which, like I said, is my favorite Shrek film. I felt like Shrek 3 was a step back. For one, they even had one of the same villains return from the first film. And let's be honest, to me, Prince Charming was not interesting enough without his mother, because his mother was the real villain in Shrek 2. And just bringing Charming back in Shrek 3, I didn't think he was an interesting enough villain.
I can see your point. I just seen Shrek 3 more than Shrek 4, so
Plus in Shrek 4, even if Shrek 4 in general, even if some people don't like it, Rumpelstiltskin was a funny ass villain. So even Shrek 4 had a better villain, and I'll give it Shrek 4 had a better climax than the third film as well.
See, Shrek 3 for me, I seen that in theaters. That's all that when that first came out. So
that's the only one me too. That's the only Shrek movie I saw in theaters too.
I saw it in theaters. I don't know. It's just I feel like the whole story and everything else behind it. I agree, without Fairy Godmother was definitely better than the first time. She was a better villain, especially in the second. I would even say she probably. I think she's a better villain than Lord Farquaad too.
That's not even a question to me though. If you ask me, I think other than the Fairy God, it's funny because even though I say Shrek 1 is better, I would give both 2 and 4 in terms of villain aspect better. Fairy Godmother, I think, is a better villain than Farquaad, and I think Stillskin is a better villain than Charming.
So before we get into this Disney list, we're talking about villains. Who to you the best Disney villain ever?
Maleficent.
Yeah, I was gonna say Maleficent. For me. That would be easy for me. Now there are obviously a lot of great other ones. Scar's up there, good villain, great villain. There are a lot of other.
Yeah, you gotta have Maleficent, Lady Tremaine from Cinderella.
Yeah.
I get Scar, Gaston, Ursula.
Yeah, Ursula's up there. Jasper, you gotta have Jasper. Yeah, well, I don't know if you've ever seen 101 Dalmatians, but
Cruella de Vil is a great villain. Even I haven't finished the movie. I know how good of a villain she is.
Cruella de Vil, Jafar, you gotta have Jafar in there too. Yeah. So let's go ahead. Let's do the songs first. Now the song for me, this is really hard. I'm still some of these I had to just put the soundtrack because I couldn't just pick one song from the movie. All the songs were great for me, so I had to put soundtrack for some.
This is gonna be a fun list.
Go ahead and go first.
All right, number 10 is A Friend Like Me from Aladdin.
Okay.
Number 9, Circle of Life from Lion King. I mean, I mean, you hear that intro, that opening.
That's got to be the top 3 best intro.
Yeah, even though I don't. Yeah, even yeah. Number 8, Let's Go Fly a Kite from Mary Poppins. Number 7, A Man Has Dreams from Mary Poppins. Number 6, I'll Make a Man Out of You, Mulan. Number 5, Be Prepared, Lion King. Number 4, For the First Time Forever, Reprise from Frozen. Number 3, Hellfire from The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Number 2, Feed the Birds from Mary Poppins. And number 1, even though it's gonna sound like cliche, I gotta put Let It Go from Frozen as number 1.
I hate that fucking song, man. I can't stand that song, man.
I listened to that song when I first started the movie. I listened to that song for like a whole weekend straight. Point where I actually memorized that song, like it was crazy.
See, I've never been a big Frozen fan. Though. That's just me. Like the movie's good, but it's like I thought it was overhyped for me. Maybe it's because people played it out too much for me. Because like when it first came out, it blew up, and then everybody was playing the song and the movie. It just threw me off.
See, I thought I was gonna be that type of person too, but when I sat down and watched, I'm like, this like I really felt like, damn, this felt like an actual classic Disney movie, to be honest.
I mean, it was really good. It's a really good movie. It's a really good movie, but everybody overplayed it for me. I lost interest in it very quick.
I understand. That's what happened to a lot of people.
Okay, so for me, we can tell we are very different with the music. So, number 10, I got Sleeping Beauty, Once Upon a Dream. That's one of my favorite songs I've ever heard for this soundtrack. Number 9, Snow White, What's the Why You Work. Not the original song, not the one which you're saying. I like the What's the Why You Work song. Number 8, Brother Bear, On My Way. Phil Collins for me, he's amazing soundtrack. He puts on good soundtrack. Number 7, I have the Aladdin soundtrack. I have every song in that movie to me is a good song.
That's a cop out. Come on, man, that's a cop out. How you gonna put a whole soundtrack on?
Because I can't just pick one song from there. I like all the songs on the movie. If I had to pick one, I'd probably go Whole New World. That's my favorite one.
I mean, I didn't want to differentiate from Mary Poppins, but I still picked 3 songs from the movie.
Aladdin. Okay, I'll just pick A Whole New World. Whole New World would be the best song. Number 6, Oliver and Company. Why Should I Worry?
I wanted to put that on there, but I didn't.
That's a great one. Pocahontas, Colors of the Wind.
Mm-hmm.
Because I actually watched that the other day, so I thought about that and I put that on there. Number 4, Jungle Book, Bare and Sesame. Love that fucking song. Number 3, Goofy Movie, Eye to Eye. The ending song, absolutely fantastic. The whole soundtrack is actually bomb, for real, to be honest. That ending song, absolutely bomb. Lion King, Circle of Life, obviously number 2. Good movie. Be Prepared almost made my list too, last far. And number 1, I have Tarzan. Now, if I had to pick one song for that movie, oh man, if I had to pick one song, it'd probably be Strangers Like Me. Probably be number 1.
I mean, I gotta be honest though. I can't, like you didn't have like you say, oh, you didn't have Be Prepared. Like Be Prepared is the only song from Lion King I actually really love.
That's my favorite song from the movie, yes, by far. But I mean, the intros is legendary. You know what I mean? So you gotta have it's a legendary intro.
That's mainly why I had. You gotta have Circle of Life. That's because of that intro. When you hear that intro, you know shit but to go down in this movie.
And I also like the love song movie. I can't think of the name of it. And the Lion King. I can't think of the name of it.
Can You Feel the Love Tonight?
Yeah. That's a good movie. That's my second favorite one too. But like, Just Can't Wait to Be King. You know, that's a good song, but it's never like hit me like everybody else did. But Be Prepared is probably my favorite. That's my favorite song in the movie. The Circle of Life is like, this is legendary. Like how we use that.
I'll be honest. I do like. Well, we're gonna talk about our top 10 movies in a second. I like Lion King, but I don't really like the soundtrack all that much. Other than Be Prepared, Circle of Life, most of the other songs I either don't care for or don't like. Hell, I was really like the only person in my circle of family and my cousins that didn't like Hakuna Matata.
Hakuna Matata's good, but it's not like I wouldn't put that in top 10. Definitely put that in top 10. Now some of the songs I had on here, you didn't have Jungle Book though. Bare Necessities. Come on, Bare Necessities.
I just felt like every other song. I'm more of a person that likes a lot of ballads, which is why, that's why you see like Let It Go, Feed the Birds, and First Time Forever Reprise. I'm a person who loves ballads, so I like more serious, like songs with a powerful singing. That's probably why I have, songs like Let It Go, Feed the Birds, and Hellfire in my top 3. I'm surprised you didn't have Hellfire. How do you not have that song? That's the best Disney villain song that ever was.
I don't know about that. I mean, The Hellfire was really good, but it's just like it just I don't know. It's like the voice just throws me off. Like, his voice is weird. Man. Just when he starts singing, it just throws me off. Plus, Hunchback of Notre Dame. I haven't seen that movie in years. Actually, it's been a long time since I've seen that movie, but it's a really good movie. But I mean, do you have any of the songs from Aladdin on there? You have no song from Aladdin.
No, number 10 was A Friend Like Me.
Okay. I was making sure. Friend Like Me is a good one. You didn't have Why Should I Wear Oliver and Company? What's up with that?
It was originally going to be on the list, but I just looked at the other 10 and I liked it a little bit more. I was literally humming it singing in my head as I was making this list, but I didn't put it on the list.
Okay. Snow White, Sleeping Beauty for me. See those. I like old Disney movies better than the newer ones for me. Like I like the old shit, like the old 1940s, 50s, 60s. I like the old ones better than the new ones. I've seen all the old ones. I've seen Fantasia, the very first Fantasia back in the day.
The only Fantasia movie that matters.
Yeah, I've seen Making the Beans Off, and I've seen that too. There's another movie. What is it? I can't think of it off the top of my head. I can't think of the top of my head, but it's an old Disney movie too. But I really like it. I like
Dumbo, Bambi. What else?
I'm gonna look it up real quick because it's a movie that most people I've said haven't even seen. Like you don't know what it is.
I probably would have heard of it. I probably just might not have seen it. Like I respect the fact that you like old Disney. That's the problem with a lot of people around our age. They don't really respect old Disney movies, and a lot of people are gonna probably say about me about how I had my list structured. Well, not necessarily, but I think I appreciate old Disney movies more than I like them because I don't really like Snow White that much, but I appreciate it because it's the first animated movie Disney ever made, and it was it was important when they sort of like, even though I didn't want to talk about wrestling, I think I use this comparison because it's a beautiful comparison. You know how Vince put everything on the line for the first WrestleMania, and how if it failed, there's a good chance WWE would have gone under. You hear me?
Yeah, I heard you. I said yeah.
Well, Snow White's the same way for Walt Disney in terms of he had to mortgage his house, and he had to get when he went to get the money from the bank, which he didn't have a lot of, he had to pretty much sell it on the bank of an unfinished movie, and there's a good chance the studio would have gone under if Snow White didn't succeed.
That's very true. Snow White is the very first Disney movie. The movie was made. Let me see. The movie was made in 1937.
I know.
So I mean, the movie's old. The movie's really, really old. So I mean, it's overall.
It's that first movie.
I think it's a good movie. I've always enjoyed Snow White. I mean, I know some people said they didn't enjoy it because of the way she sounds or just the whole concept of it. I get that, but for me, I always thought Snow White was a great movie. Okay, now let's get into the real business. Now this is top 10 greatest movies of all time. Now this is there's a lot of movies there's a lot of movies that I did not put that a lot of people I know for a fact what I've had in here.
Yeah, me too.
That I did not put. I can tell you. From perspective, like I said, I like the old stuff best, so I got a lot of old, not too old, but all these movies are pretty much from like 90s or the 80s or like all those in there. Now, there's a lot of good Disney movies out there, so this is a tough list.
Definitely.
I'll let Kyron start off.
I'm going to start off right at the big giving the controversy because number 10 is The Little Mermaid.
Respect that.
Number 9, Wreck-It Ralph.
Okay.
Number 8, The Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Okay.
Number 7, Aladdin.
Okay.
Number 6 is The Lion King. Number 5, Fantasia. Number 4, Saving Mr. Banks. Number 3, Beauty and the Beast. Number 2 is Frozen, and number 1 is Mary Poppins.
Okay. Well, if you already can see the shirt, you should already know what number 1 is about to be. I gotta go in there for me. I can say right now, I don't have Beauty and the Beast or Frozen on my list. They're not on my list at all. So I can tell you those aren't on my list. I don't have Mary Poppins on my list either.
I can't wait to hear this.
So number 10, I have 101 Dalmatians at number 10.
Oh, this is definitely gonna be a fun conversation.
Number 9, I have The Aristocats. Number 8, I have Goofy Movie. The first one, not the second one. The first one. The first Goofy movie. Number 7, Lilo and Stitch is number 7. Number 6, Jungle Book. Oh, I don't have that in there. Number 5, Sleeping Beauty. I have Sleeping Beauty number 5. 4, Tarzan. 3, Mulan. 2 is Aladdin, and number 1 is The Lion King. Great movies of all time.
The fact I can't believe you had a Goofy movie and Aristocats over Frozen, Beauty and the Beast, and especially Mary Poppins. Come on now.
They're better.
Those
To me, they
those
are. They're better.
those three films I named though are three of them, arguably three of their most successful movies ever. I mean, Frozen's the highest grossing animated movie, and if you ask most people the best live action Disney movie, they're gonna say Mary Poppins.
Mary Poppins
And
Mary Poppins is legendary. But for me, those movies I've always liked better. I've always liked the Aristocats, and I've always liked Goofy movie. I don't know how you like Goofy movie, bro. That movie is definitely top 10.
the second one is better than the first one for one.
Okay, that's definitely false. The second one was
That's
garbage.
definitely true.
The second one is terrible.
The second one was better than the first one.
No, the first one is way more legendary than the second one by far.
But just like you said with Mary Poppins, legendary doesn't make it better. I personally think, like even when I was little, I never cared for the first one, but the second one I really love.
The first one is the first one's so much better. It's so much better. Okay, now I'm looking at a list. This is some of the lists that none of us had. We didn't have Alice in Wonderland.
No.
Dumbo, not on there. Bambi's not on there. I didn't have Bambi on mine. Peter Pan, Lady and the Tramp. Pinocchio, it's a great movie too. Sword and Stone, one of my all-time favorites. I didn't have that in there. Cinderella, Robin Hood. Pocahontas wasn't on my list. Emperor's New Groove, didn't have that on there either. Night Before Christmas.
I wanted to put the Nightmare Before Christmas on there so badly, but if I did, I didn't know if you would count that. You would count that or not.
See, to me, I never liked that movie. I'm sorry.
How the hell do you not like the Nightmare Before Christmas?
I don't like any of those. Nightmare Before Christmas, Halloween. I don't like any of those movies. Those movies are terrible.
Now, see, Nightmare Before Christmas is honestly one. I think the stop motion is gorgeous. You can't like the stop motion animation isn't good, and the soundtrack. I mean, Danny Elfman is one of the best music producers. Songwriters of all time. Yeah, that's the visuals and soundtrack alone are great, and the story is good too.
We didn't have Hercules on there. Hercules was on my list. I never really was a big Hercules fan myself, to be honest.
Neither was I.
Prince of the Frog didn't have another good movie. You had Wreck-It Ralph on there, though. Come on, man. Wreck-It Ralph over. Okay, you had Wreck-It Ralph over Alice in Wonderland, Bambi, Peter Pan, Lady and the Tramp. Pinocchio. Even those movies. Aristocats. Come on, you can't tell me.
You put Aristocats over all those movies.
Because they're better movies. It's a better movie. You can't tell me that Wreck-It Ralph is better than Aristocats. Come on.
I haven't seen the Aristocats. From what I heard it wasn't all that good of a movie anyway.
You've never seen it?
No.
Okay, well, you have to watch it. That's definitely up there. But see, we like two different type of movies, so you probably won't like it just because I can already tell what type of Disney movies you like. I like movies like the Aristocats, Disney movies like that. And the soundtrack in it is bomb too. Great soundtrack in it. I love soundtrack. But you had, come on, Wreck-It Ralph though. Wreck-It Ralph's not even top 20 if you ask me.
The only controversial one I really had was probably Wreck-It Ralph. I admit that. But every other film I had somehow.
Why is Lion King not top 5? We need to discuss that. That's the discussion. Yeah.
Okay, now
you said it was overrated at one point. That almost made me mad.
I'm gonna let you. I'm explaining myself. Okay. Now I'm quoting Doug Walker a little bit because he explains better in his Disney Summer Review than I ever could. All right, the reason I have Mary Poppins, Frozen, Beauty and the Beast, Mr. Banks, and Fantasia as my top 5, and Lion King is number 6. Why do I feel Lion King is a little bit overrated? Now I don't hate the movie, and it was number 6 for a reason. I do like the movie. It's probably my mother's favorite Disney movie. So things I like, I love its animation and the scope of it because it is like it's a huge movie. My problems with it though are the fact that other than 2 songs, I don't really like the music in the movie. Other than really 2 songs, other than Circle of Life and Be Prepared, I like. But other than that, I don't think the soundtrack is all that good. Scar's villain is a good villain in the first half of the movie, but in the second half, this is where I'm not saying I don't like Scar, but here's my problem with Scar's villain. After he gets his power, he didn't do anything else really for the rest of the movie until the end of the end of the film. You look at how
he tore the whole place apart.
Yeah, but that wasn't shown as much as it. They didn't really show. All they showed was being just sitting around doing nothing really. That was a problem. Even let's take Maleficent. Even after Aurora was killed, she was still doing stuff. So Scar didn't do much after he killed Mufasa and became king. He didn't do anything. I'm not saying didn't do anything in terms of as king. I'm talking about in terms of story, didn't do much. I know the film's supposed to focus on Simba, his coming back, but at the same time, Disney films have always showed like the villain as well, and they didn't do that with Scar enough. Also, the way the moral was handled is a problem I have with the film. Like I like the moral, but especially like when he talks to Rafiki about it, when he says the past can hurt, but the way I see it, you can either run from it and learn from it. The problem is when he goes back, it basically says that no one really backed him up. Like for example, remember when Scar told him he's the one that killed Mufasa and Simba jumped on him. Before that, the film's basically saying if he did, cause his father's death, he deserved to die. Until it came out, oh, he's not the one that did it. Like I think the film didn't back that part up enough. Those are just my problems with the movie. I don't find Timon and Pumbaa all that funny. So the comic relief isn't that good. But I do like The Lion King. I'm not saying I didn't say it was a bad movie. I just don't like it as much as everyone else does. Like I said, I put the other films on there. Like I put Mary Poppins on there because I felt like it's the best live action film they've ever done. It's not really much comparison. The music, everything about it, and I'm eagerly awaiting the sequel next month. Frozen, of course, I mean that's going to get a lot of people upset that I put Frozen over Lion King. But once again, I think animation wise, I like it, but I love the soundtrack more. And I think it resonates more with me because it's a relationship between family members, something that they don't show in animation movies. Beauty and the Beast, I think that's the best Disney Renaissance movie. Plus, the first Disney film to ever get nominated for Best Picture. Saving Mr. Banks, that's a controversial one, but it's about the development of my favorite Disney movie. Plus, that actually had a part in that movie when I cried when her father died. So that film and Fantasia, I love like I said, I love orchestral and music, and just seeing simple animation with nice music playing. That's just it's just common for me. That's why I had to put those 5 over Lion King. But it's not like I didn't put the film in the top 10. I just said I don't think it's a top 5 movie.
Okay. The only movie that I don't have on my list that is a controversy movies. That's a good movie, but it didn't make my list for many, many reasons. I never was crazy about that movie like everybody else. I'm not saying it's a bad movie, but for me, like, I just never really cared about it like everybody else did. I'm not saying it's a bad movie, but it never really I haven't seen the live action one, but
I've already heard the live action one isn't worth our time, so I wouldn't even recommend watching it.
But I didn't have that on there for many reasons. Alice in Wonderland is another good movie I didn't have on there that a lot of people I know would have on their top. But for me, that just never really cared for it. It's not why I didn't have on there either, but okay. You didn't have Lilo and Stitch on there either.
Yeah, that was one I really wanted to put. And it's sad because I love the TV show. That's actually one of the few, I think in terms of translating from movie to TV show, that's actually one of the few good TV shows they did based off a movie. And I do love Lilo and Stitch, but I just didn't have it. It wasn't on my top 10.
Yeah, what's up with the Goofy movie? How do you think the second one? The second one is not better than the first one. I'm sorry.
Second one interested me more, and it's always interested me more. And especially because as a college student now, I resonate with it a little bit more. But the second one, and the first one I always thought was okay, but maybe because I love the sports element to it.
Aristocats, you never seen that. 101 Dalmatians, you didn't have that on there either.
And I don't really care that much about the movie to put it in my top 10.
Yeah, I watched the movie the other day, so definitely that's on my list. You have Mulan in there?
That was probably one I probably should have had, but no, I didn't have Mulan either. I do like that's the thing. These lists aren't easy to make because you're gonna forget about movies.
And then you didn't have Tarzan either?
Cars, honestly, I wasn't gonna put Cars in. Cars isn't even the top 7 Pixar film for me.
Okay, see that's a problem.
I like Cars, but I think it's a little mediocre. It's not. I don't think it's a great movie.
What about Tarzan? Tarzan didn't make me.
Once again, it just wasn't on my list because I had 10 others I like more.
Over Tarzan though?
Plus, I haven't seen Tarzan in a long ass time.
I watched that movie. It's on Netflix. I watched the movie yesterday. Tarzan, you didn't have. Okay, your list isn't bad, but the only movies that I have problems with you don't have on there definitely Mulan and Tarzan. Those two have to be on there.
Well, like I said, Tarzan I've been seeing so long, so I don't really remember enough about the movie.
Lilo and Stitch.
I probably could have put Lilo and Stitch on. I was thinking about it, but I just said I like other 10 more.
You don't have Jungle Book either?
Well, once again, I haven't seen that movie in so long. I don't remember much about it.
Jungle Book's definitely. I mean, that's definitely one of the best. That's one of the best movies ever.
It is. It was actually, and here's some trivia about Jungle Book that some people might not know. That was the last Disney movie that Walt worked on before he died.
Didn't know that. I did not know that fact. Did not know that fact. So obviously, when it comes to movies like this, we kind of got two different perspectives on something.
I admit, just about every movie on my list is either during or after the Disney Renaissance because, like, I think every movie on my list is except Mary Poppins and Fantasia. Every film on my list is either during the Disney Renaissance, so that period from Little Mermaid to Lion King, or it's after the Disney Renaissance because that's just because really here's one thing that a lot of people have to admit: after Walt died, so really from about Jungle Book to Little Mermaid, after Walt died for the next like decade or so, Disney was struggling to find their identity as a company after Walt died, and they were putting out some poor films that weren't very well received. And then you got the Black Cauldron, which was the biggest bottom point. Um, so that's why I just feel like Little Mermaid is one of their most important films because that's what that kicked everything off into the high gear. That was Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, then Lion King.
I can give you that because Little Mermaid was made in the 80s, 89, so I'll give you that. I mean, that didn't make my list either, but I mean, I was never crazy about the movie like everybody else was. But
what?
Little Mermaid.
I never was either. Like, I like it, but I hear people say, oh, it's their favorite film, like favorite Disney movie. It's not mine. I mean, of the main Disney Renaissance movies, my least favorite, which is why I had Aladdin, Lion King, and Beauty and the Beast over it.
I see. Lion King is my favorite movie of all time. That's like when I say all time, I'm talking about all time. So that's making my list on any movie list. I don't care what that movie list is, making my list.
All right, now I don't think any movie list. I don't think it's like Mary Poppins. I love it, but it's not my favorite movie. It's probably one of my favorite movies without a doubt, but it's not my favorite movie.
It's my favorite movie of all time. Like I'm obsessed with that movie. I have a weird obsession with that movie. And actually, I haven't watched it in a while. It's been a while since I watched it, but it's still my favorite movie of all time. But it's definitely, to me, it's definitely the best Disney movie ever. It was the highest Disney movie until Frozen came out. Frozen surpassed it.
Well, actually, you want to be technical. It was the highest grossing animated movie. Then Toy Story 3 came out, and then Frozen broke it as the highest grossing Disney movie because Toy Story 3 was Pixar. But yeah, it was the highest grossing animated movie they ever did. So that's why, in terms of like influence, that's why a top 10 list for the top 10 most influential is different because if I did like the most important Disney movies, I'd have put Snow White number 1. I probably would have done Lion King 2, Beauty and the Beast 3, Little Mermaid 4, Black Cauldron 5, but not for the right reasons because it was an important movie, but for all the wrong reasons. Those are probably the 5 most important films. But I'm not going over like how successful the movies were because if I went by the success of the movies, then Frozen would have been 1, Lion King would have been 2, and so on and so forth. This is just going by how much the enjoyment I get from the movies.
See, Frozen, there's something about the movie that I just don't like. Like I said, people overplayed it, no hype it for me, but it's like when I first watched it, I didn't see it in theaters or anything. I watched it probably like after a year it came out.
I watched it like 6 months after it came out.
When it first came out, I was like, it's good. But then I rewatched it. And I rewatched it again. Like, you know what? It's a good movie. But then this is like, I can't put it in my top 10. These are other movies that I would definitely put over that. Another movie I didn't have in there is Brother Bear. I love that movie too a lot. And I didn't have that in my list, but I was a big fan of that movie. I actually saw that when it first came out in theaters too, so didn't have that in my list.
See, his thing with Frozen for me is like, I actually thought it was just gonna be like too girly for me, so I didn't sit down and watch it at first. And then I think it was during my library class in 8th grade when my teacher put it on, and I said, you know what, this is not. I didn't think it was that bad. I said the animation, they animated the snow very well. It looks like actual snow. That's one of the best things about it is that it's snow animation. The music was good, and the fact, once again, I like the fact that they actually focused the love relationship between sisters, something that you don't really see that much. Also, it It was actually the first movie review I ever did. So it has a spot the fact that if I didn't write that review on the movie, I might not have created my channel. So that's an important film for me because it's kind of the reason I'm on YouTube right now.
Okay, I can get it. I can understand. Obviously, everybody has some perspectives about what they like. For me, Lion King was always special for me because I have I have Lion King. I got a big ass Simba like that I got when I was a kid. I got a little one that my grandpa gave me before he died. And then I have Lion King shirts, movies. Like the movie was always best to me. I don't know why, but like before I can even remember, my mom and my grandma would always tell me that that's the only Disney movie I would watch, like consistently. Like I didn't want to watch anything else for that movie.
The funny thing about it, the Lion King, I think, like not counting Pixar, I think it was the first. It might have been the first Disney movie I ever saw, because when I was little, I was with my grandmother a lot because and we used to go by my aunt's house every weekend, and they had a few cartoon movies, and the movie that they had that we watched the most on tape was obviously Lion King. So I think that was probably the first Disney movie I ever saw. But I don't like I said, as great as it is, I don't think it's their strongest work.
You know, the Lion King's based off a play, though, right?
You said what?
You know, it's based off a play, though. It's a play.
Oh, I know it's a Broadway musical. My mom said she wants to go. Now I probably would go see that. I'm not lying. That
I definitely want to go see the play. I heard it's amazing.
I mean, I'm not a big Broadway musical fan. Well, besides Wicked, I love Wicked. But other than that, I'm not big on Broadway musicals. I'll tell you something I'm glad you didn't ask me to do, which would have probably been a little bit harder to do. If we had to list like the best Disney Channel original movies.
I mean, we can do that.
I mean, I can give you 5 off the top of my head.
I mean, number one, I don't know, but number one, High School Musical, no question for me. That's my favorite.
I never liked High School Musical. I never cared for it.
Really?
Like,
Oh man, High School
really, like if you want me to, like most of mine, it's really just 3 franchises. So my top 5 Disney Channel original movies are Camp Rock 2, Camp Rock, Twitches 2, and Let It Shine.
See, none of those movies would make my top five. I'm sorry. None of those movies would make my top. Maybe besides Camp Rock, but Twitches was good, but I mean it's not up there. I mean, for number one to me would be High School Musical. Halloween Town would be number 2. 3 probably Xenon. 4 probably Cheetah Girls. But Cheetah Girls 2 though, I like the second one better than first. And then 5 probably. Oh man, that's hard. Maybe Stuck in the Suburbs.
No, Let It Shine.
No, that's not even my top 10.
That's the best Disney Channel original movie to me. For when I feel like it has, and I'm not even the biggest rap fan, but I think the music was good, the acting was good, and I also like the scenes how it shows that one thing for a Disney Channel movie of all shows that the church isn't always good. Like that's one thing you gotta give it credit for having the guts to call out churches in a way. I think Let It Shine was
5 probably 5 had to probably be Kid Kelly. That's my fucking movie right there. Kid Kelly. It has to be up there. Lizzie McGuire movie for me.
To be fair, I haven't watched Disney Channel in so long because nowadays there's not a single show on Disney Channel I really care about.
Brink is a good movie. It's a great movie. Johnny Tsunami, that's one of my favorite movies too. The Color of Friendship, I don't know if you've seen that movie.
Like I said, for me it's Camp Rock 2, Twitches 2.
Man just went out of business. All right, well I don't know what happened to this thing, but connection might have went out. But for me, Get a Clue's got to be up there. Pixel Perfect. Look at the Irish, great movie. God, man, it's only 13 years. My mom had to date with the vampire. God, Smart House, Double Teamed. Man, there's so many good ones. Like, there's so many good Disney Channel original movies. Like, it's hard to just pick one. You know what I mean? So.
Well, consider I don't think Disney Channel original movies are that good anyway.
Well, you know the movies are that good?
I said a lot of them aren't that good. Like even when I did my reaction to the top 10 Camp Rock songs, which I thought the list wasn't all that good that good of a list. Considering the fact there's a lot of songs I wouldn't have on that list. But I even said in my video that by objective standpoints, they are not good movies in terms of like the acting isn't always that good. but I still wouldn't like them anyway.
For the childhood though, that was amazing for childhood, man. I'll never forget that.
That's why I like them. Like it's funny
And come
because
on, like Get a Clue. That's one of my favorites. I love that movie. I like that movie a lot. Get a Clue. Hold on, where happened to it? What's that song? There it goes. Get a Clue. Even Steven's movie, Pixel Perfect. Jump In. Jump In was an amazing movie. Did you like that movie?
I do not remember it.
Double Dutch movie.
I know I've heard of it, but I don't remember it.
It's what Corbin Blue, Keke Palmer, they did the Double Dutch movie. He's a boxer and also Double Dutch. He does Double Dutch too.
If you ask like animated wise, like I said, I think if you ask me like best animated Disney Channel original movie, Proud Family movie, obviously. That's because Proud Family is the best Disney Channel cartoon.
Ooh, I don't know. Or Kim Possible?
Yes, I take Proud Family over Kim Possible. And I love both of them, but I always like Proud Family a little bit more because
it's black.
Yeah, mainly it's a lot because it's black. Destiny's Child did the song the theme song. Also used a lot of Beyonce songs in that house too. But yeah, I've always liked Proud Family a little bit more than Kim Possible, even when I was little.
That's the only two Disney cartoons that I liked. I didn't like Phineas and Ferb. I didn't like Dragon or that Dragon show, whatever it's called.
American Dragon, Jake Long. That show was alright.
No, I didn't like it after they changed the way he looked, bro. That threw me off, man. I hate that.
They did that animation change really wasn't necessary. That's true.
I didn't like the animation change. Phineas and Ferb was overrated for me. I never really was a big fan of that show. Kim Possible and Proud Family. Proud Family is definitely the best. I'll give you that. And then Kim Possible was number 2 for me. I used to watch the show a lot. But I mean, what about Disney shows? So what Disney Channel shows? What do you think is the best one?
All right, live action. I'm about to say That's So Raven because I love the theme song and I think it's a good show. Also, Wizard Waverly Place pretty good. Sonny with Chance was all right. Hannah Montana was better than a lot of people might try to give it credit for. I thought that was a good show.
See, I used to say for the longest that That's So Raven was my favorite Disney Channel show. But looking back, when I was a kid, I probably watched Hannah Montana more than any of them.
It's funny because at first I didn't watch it. I mean, I didn't really care for Hannah Montana at first. And then, I think right before the 3rd season ended, and right in the middle of the 3rd season, I started watching it, and I watched the whole 4th season. And over the summer, I actually started watching it. Watching it again, I'm like, you know what? This show's actually a lot better. But live action, yes. That's So Raven, Hannah Montana, Wizard Waverly Place, Sonny with a Chance. Damn, I know I'm forgetting something.
You love Zack and Cody?
Oh, there we go. The Sweet Life. Both shows are good.
I like the one in the hotel better than the ship for me.
I think I like the one on the ship a little bit more, mainly because with them older, I thought it was funnier, and they shot in HD, so that helps too.
Yeah. I mean, that was a good one too. There's mine would probably be Hannah Montana, probably different number 1 to be honest. I mean, That's So Raven. I should say that was my best, but honestly, I probably watch Hannah Montana more. Like I watch Hannah Montana a lot. I admit, I
probably would. If you ask me, I probably would watch Hannah Montana if I watched That's So Raven. And it's not because I don't like That's So Raven. Now, theme song wise, That's So Raven and Proud Family had the best theme songs of any Disney Channel shows. I'll fight you on that one.
I don't know. Two of that Cody theme song was hard for me. That was a good one.
I can't not.
Hannah Montana, all her songs. Oh, I'm talking about all the songs she had on the show.
Oh, the songs of Hannah Montana though are great. There's I ain't gonna lie, there's a few that made me a little emotional. I ain't gonna lie. Like wherever I go, I always remember you. Like, yeah, Hannah Montana has some good songs.
What about Phil the Future? That's gotta be up there too.
Never was into Phil in the Future. I never was into that.
Oh, Phil the Future. Even Stevens?
Never was in that either.
Lizzie McGuire? Come on.
Okay, I was into that, but I don't remember it.
Even Stevens was me. You like Phil the Future though?
No, I didn't care for it. I never did.
That show was good, man. That was a good show. I mean, top 5 would have to be Hannah Montana, That's So Raven, Sweet Life, Zack and Cody. Wizard Waverly Place, and probably my 5th one would probably have to be Sweet Life, Zack and Cody. Yeah, Sweet Life, Zack and Cody.
Yeah, I would probably go Hannah Montana, Wizard Waverly Place, That's So Raven, and both Sweet Life and Zack and Cody, Sweet Life on deck. Those are probably, and I probably put Sonny with a Chance number 6.
See, a lot of people sleep on that show too. I used to watch that show a lot. But I mean, it didn't last long enough for me to put it in my top.
That's why I can't put it top 5. It didn't last long enough because they only did like 2 seasons. Then Demi Lovato left Disney Channel, or at least she left Disney Channel around that time. and they changed and just did the skit show so random, which was literally, if you ask me, just a whack version of all that. Like, and we talk about skit shows. So random couldn't touch all that if it life depended on it.
I mean, all that is legendary though, so I can't compare those.
All that had probably one of the best theme songs of all time, though.
Oh, for sure, absolutely.
Exactly.
I wish if I was looking, I would have done that show. Hands down.
Like even Nickelodeon fell off too, for real. Have you ever realized that like the 3 cartoon shows you grew up watching were Disney Channel, Cartoon Network, and Nickelodeon? All 3 of them kind of fell off.
All fell off, yeah. But that's because we had the best. I will fight any generation. We had the best cartoons ever.
Yeah,
that's the best TV shows ever. Period.
Oh, absolutely. Disney Channel's at best. I'll give you from about 2002 all the way up to about 2010.
Once Hannah Montana went off, that's when I started watching.
Yeah, once Hannah Montana ended, that's when Disney Channel kind of fell off. Cartoon Network. It's funny because they were good from I guess Cartoon Network was good from about 2001, the 1990 late 90s to about 05. But when they started bringing live action shows in, that's when Cartoon Network started falling off a little bit. Even though I did like Do What Would Happen in Destroy, Build, Destroy, they weren't necessarily should have been on Cartoon Network. Then
so top 5 Cartoon Network shows.
Oh, top 5 Cartoon Network shows. God, Regular Show, Ed, Edd n Eddy. Damn, I know I'm forgetting something. Regular Show, Ed, Edd n Eddy. Teen Titans.
See, I never liked that show. Everybody used to love that show with me. Apparently.
What, Teen Titans?
Yeah, everybody loved that show with me.
Well, do yourself a favor. If you're gonna ever think about getting into it, watch the original. Don't watch the new one.
No, I've never seen the new one. I've only seen the original one. I never seen the new one.
So you got Curse Cowardly Dog. God damn it. And probably Kids Next Door, up top of my head.
Number 1, Kids Next Door for me. 2, Dexter's Laboratory. I love that show. Curse Cowardly Dog, and then Eddie, obviously. And number 5 probably had to be Samurai Jack.
I mean,
Johnny Bravo's up there too. I love Johnny Bravo too. That's my show.
You said what?
Johnny Bravo's up there for me too. I used to watch the show a lot. Foster's Home Imaginary Friends. I used to watch the show a lot too.
That was my show right there. That was my show.
That was my show. Ben 10. I used to like Ben 10 too.
Honestly, I never got into Ben 10 franchise at all. None of them.
What? Ben 10?
I never was into. I mean, the first one was all right. The first one was okay, but after that, I didn't really care for it.
Okay, here's where I'm gonna test you right here. The best Nickelodeon cartoon. Go.
Avatar: Last Airbender.
You really just said that. My friend would have said the same thing, but that's definitely not right.
That's one of those shows I didn't like when I was little, but I love now.
Good show, but as the best Nickelodeon cartoon ever, come on. Do I even need to say what it is?
What?
Come on, just go ahead and guess.
Are you gonna say SpongeBob?
Of course.
How can you put SpongeBob as the best Nickelodeon show?
It's the best Nickelodeon cartoon.
But are we forgetting that it was garbage for nearly a decade? From really 05 to really about 05 to 2013, the show was not even that good.
No, the first 5 seasons are amazing.
First 3, I give you first 3 was spectacular.
First 5 seasons.
The first 3 seasons were, and I say this, the first 3 seasons, untouchable. You can't touch the first 3 seasons. Season 4 was good, and season 5 was okay, but that's when it started falling off.
The first 5, first of all, SpongeBob my favorite cartoon of all time. It's my favorite cartoon of all time.
If it ended with the original movie like it was really supposed to, then it'd probably be my favorite cartoon of all time.
And Avatar, it was just, first of all, that never lasted long. It didn't last too long for me. It was only.
That's the beauty of it. That's where SpongeBob and Fairly Odd Parents went wrong. The fact that they went on too long and they stopped being good. Avatar went 3 seasons, and yet it was perfect at 3 seasons because it didn't need to go on that long. And it had a perfect conclusion.
I never was crazy about Avatar. I never was crazy about it. I mean,
I wasn't either. I tell you what, I wasn't either. I was still born. Then I remember because I was watching Nostalgia Critic, and I watched his last Airbender review, and he talked about how it was one of the best shows ever. I said, really? I don't remember it being that good. And I think it was like when I was like 14 or 15. So I said, let me sit back and rewatch the show. And I'm like, how did I not like this show at first? Just I guess because I wasn't mature enough, but that show was amazing.
Avatar over Jimmy Neutron, though?
Yes. Jimmy. The problem with Jimmy Neutron is that show ended out of nowhere. They didn't have a big last.
They got canceled.
That's the problem. Like,
But Jimmy Neutron, come on, Jimmy Neutron's up there. I would take Jimmy Neutron or Fairly Odd Parents too. Me, I like Jimmy Neutron.
I was more Fairly Odd Parents than Jimmy Neutron.
See, yeah, SpongeBob, Jimmy Neutron, Fairly Odd Parents, they're top 3 for me.
If you want me to give my top 5 Nickelodeon color, Avatar, SpongeBob, the first 3 seasons, Fairly Odd Parents, the first 4 seasons, Jimmy Neutron, Hey Arnold.
Oh, that's gonna be up there too. Rugrats will be up there too.
Rugrats was good.
Those are one too.
I
never liked Danny Phantom either. I never liked it. I was never big on that show.
What? How do you not like Danny Phantom? That show was great.
That show was overhyped and overrated for me. That show was overhyped and overrated.
That show was good.
Now I know I still watched it, but like going back and looking at it, I was like,
my problems doesn't get celebrated enough. Another show,
Teenage Robot. I used to like that show.
I was about to bring that up too. That was a good show. What else? I mean, live action wise, if we action like live action Nickelodeon, Drake and Josh is obviously the best.
It's number 1, no question.
There's no question after that. Like Drake and Josh was the last truly great live action show was Drake and Josh.
I can know all that could be people. You can put all that as number 1 too. That'd be the only show I would accept.
But the only problem with all that is, as much as I like it, I grew up off Drake and Josh. Literally from 04 to 07 when it was on, I grew up watching it. All that. Once again, I like Kenan and Kel, but once again, that was a 90s show, and I was born in 2000, so I didn't really get to grow up on it like I did grow up on Drake and Josh.
I mean, the best one, Drake and Josh, iCarly's number 2.
No, it's not.
Yes, iCarly is definitely the second best.
No, the problem with iCarly is that just like, I think, like, after like the first 3 seasons, like, the show kind of lost its identity as much. It wasn't as funny as it used to be.
So it lost its identity. All seasons are great.
No, it's not. I stopped.
All the seasons are great. Come on.
I disagree with that one. I think
number 3 has to be all that has to be number 3. You gotta have all that. No. Take the back. Number 3 is Zoey 101. Got tripping about that. Got about Zoey 101. Gotta be number 3.
I love that show.
I gotta have all that number 4. 5 gotta be Kenan and Kel for me.
If you want me to, my list is Drake and Josh, all that, Kenan and Kel, Zoey 101, Ned's Declassified Schools.
Oh, I was gonna say Nez. I forgot about Nez. Okay, I might say I got Kenan and Kel, but Nez. That's my show right there. I just watch
that. Now you talk about the show. Like that's a show that probably shouldn't have ended when it did.
Yeah, that was a really good show. That was a show that was slept on. It was slept on. People don't talk about that one enough.
The reason people don't talk about that show is that Dan Schneider didn't do Ned's Declassified.
I mean, that's true too. Victoria's up there too. I still like Victoria.
Now Victoria's ended out of nowhere. That show just ended just straight out.
I think it got canceled too. I think that show got canceled. If I'm mistaken. That's probably the last Disney show that I actually cared for. Like once that went off, like I stopped watching. Like Sam and Cat, didn't watch that.
I tried to get into Sam and Cat because it took probably one of my favorite characters from Victoria's and one of my favorite characters from iCarly, but they just didn't have chemistry together. And you take into account that in real life, Ariana and Jeanette didn't really like each other that much. It didn't really work out.
Yeah, I never watched that. I don't think I might have seen a couple episodes. I might have seen like maybe the first 4, but I never watched it. Like I wasn't crazy about that show. But I mean, Drake and Josh though was just that show was just spectacular. I'm still upset they only have 4 seasons and it got canceled. I don't understand that. I'll never understand that. That show. What? That Drake and Josh only have 4 seasons.
That's all it needed though. It wasn't. It didn't.
It got canceled though. Show got canceled.
It got canceled. I thought it just ended. I thought they ended it.
Show got canceled.
I didn't know that. I thought Really Big Shrimp would be that last episode.
No, the show got canceled. That's why I never understand how that show got canceled. That's why when the show got canceled, that's why they came back and did that Drake and Josh movie, the Christmas movie, because they never did a Christmas. They never did a Christmas episode. They did the movie.
And that's kind of funny to think about it. Literally, every show ever has done at least one Christmas show, but that one didn't. I mean, the Christmas movie was funny as hell, though.
All right, come on. Let's eat a question. Best Drake and Josh episode. What's your favorite one?
God damn, best episode. I can't pick one episode, believe.
Mine definitely has to be the best. That's my favorite episode.
All right, that's Kyrie's favorite episode. Like my brother loved the bet.
I'm talking about the first one when they had the big ass chocolate milk and the big ass spoon.
That's Kyrie's favorite episode. Damn, like what's my favorite episode? I can't just give you one episode because like if I had to think about it, like I don't know what my favorite Drake and Josh episode is. I can give you my least favorite episode, sure, but I can't give you my favorite.
Your least favorite episode? You got a least favorite episode?
Yeah, Theater Thug. That's the worst episode if you ask me.
What? You like Theater Thug? I like that show.
Even when they first aired, I didn't like it because you have Josh getting his ass kicked the whole episode for something that he didn't do, And then
That's the funny part. That's the funny part about it.
Here's the thing, though. I can't laugh at someone's torment, even though Josh's delivery of "I'm not the guy" was funny. Here's how it would have worked in the end. When they knocked out the actual thug at the end, if the police got the right guy, then everything would have been worth it. But because Josh got arrested at the end of the episode, that's why everyone hates the episode.
That's why it's so funny to me. That's what makes it funny, though. I mean, if I had to pick the least episode, probably have to be. I probably have to be the one when they went to that one dude's party and he did like they got the invite and then they got.
The episode was good as hell. That episode was funny as a motherfucker.
No, I didn't like that episode. I mean, that was alright, but the fourth season for me was like it was okay. Like the fourth season was probably my least favorite season out of all three.
Honestly, seasons 3 and 4 I like more than season 1 and 2. What season 1 is my least favorite season?
Well, see, season 1 was good. I mean, season 2 and 3 are the best ones. But,
3 is the best. 3 is the best. I mean,
but one is definitely legendary. But one's definitely classic too. I mean, one's great.
But if I had to pick one episode, like damn.
That show, that episode is
that's how you know a show is good when you can't pick one good episode, like your favorite episode.
I've always liked The Vet. That was always my favorite episode. There were a lot of other great episodes. I mean, don't get me wrong, but I mean that one. I like the one. I also love the one when they had that foreign girl come from like Ukraine or something like that. That one chick she came from her country.
That episode was okay. You know another reason why I think season 1 is the weakest season because it only had 6 episodes.
Yeah, because they didn't think the show was gonna be that big. That's why they didn't think the show was gonna be.
And really,
because Drake, if you know, they were on the Amanda show before. You know, they got on Drake. I know that. So
yeah, but season 2 is definitely where the show got good. Season 2 had The Bet. It had Movie Job. Football was a funny episode too.
Football was a good episode. I forgot about that.
Oh yeah. No, I know my favorite episode is Blues Brothers. That's probably my favorite episode.
That's a good episode. It's a classic one.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah. What other episode was good? I'm scrolling through the episode list right now. The Gary Grill was a good episode though. Gary Grill was funny as hell.
Yeah, the Gary Coleman Grill. I like that.
Honor Council is one of my favorites too. I love Honor Council.
What about the one when Helen had the laser eye surgery and they took over her apartment?
he said, if you don't help me, I'm gonna tell Dad you're the one that ate a special shrimp puff.
Yeah,
that shit was funny as hell. Like most fans of the show, like I don't like Theater Thug. Most fans don't like Theater Thug, and Peruvian Puff Pepper is another one fans don't really like.
See, that one's okay. I can see your point on that one. That one's okay, but I mean, it's not like it doesn't stand out.
I've heard some people don't really like the episode Number One Fan. I like that episode personally because of who.
Are you talking about the one when that girl was obsessed with Drake?
Yeah, I personally like that episode mainly because of the girl that played her. Because I'm a fan of hers in real life. But also I didn't think the episode was that bad.
She even still act. I haven't seen her on anything forever.
I'm subscribed to a YouTube channel though.
Oh, she has a YouTube channel, you know.
Yeah. Whatever episode. That's when Mindy came back was alright.
That one was great. No, the episode, any episode they had with Mindy was good for me. I like.
Yeah, Lily. I think Mindy definitely had some good episodes. Playing the Field was a funny episode, especially when not even the main story, Drake trying to get his girlfriend back, but Josh with that mustache was hella funny. I
like the one too when they got them arrested, like when the ferry got them arrested, and they took them back in that cop car.
They Scared Straight. Yeah, that I know it was called Steer Straight because they couldn't say Scared Straight. That is Steer Straight. That was especially because of you know you're a bad police officer when you leave your door unlocked and a criminal breaks in your car and steals it.
Yeah, that episode was good. I like that episode too. Another episode I never cared about was when they hit Oprah. I never cared about that too.
When he hit Oprah, oh man, I felt sorry for him though. Phone Finger was a funny ass episode. Phone Finger was funny as hell.
Yeah, that's a good one. I forgot about that one. Phone Finger was a good one.
What else? Another episode I didn't really care for was the one when I mean it was funny, but I didn't really like all that much. When George was Megan's teacher, I didn't really care for that episode that much.
Making Steve what?
Remember the episode when George was Megan's teacher?
Oh, that was a funny episode. That's a funny episode.
It was a funny episode, but I didn't really care for it all that much. Because it had Josh being too much like an asshole in it.
That was a funny episode. I like that one. I like the one. There's a couple of ones.
Demonator was funny as hell.
Demonator was a good one. That's a really good one. I like the one when Drake got punched in the face too by the nerd.
With Eric Punch, that episode was one of my favorites too. Yeah, like I think season 4 is probably my favorite because I think I like almost every episode of season 4. Josh runs into Oprah. I love that one. Vicious Time. The episode when they got stuck in that teacher's bathroom.
Tiberius, he has a dog. Yeah.
That shit, he said, so you've been an animal control guy for 11 years, huh? You handle any dog situation that ever is. I've never seen a dog like this one. I've never seen anything that's scary. And I fought Nam. Nam, what's the Nam? You know Vietnam? What's that, New Jersey? What's wrong with him? No one knows. I swear, man. That show was funny as hell, man. I don't give a nobody said. What else? The wedding was good.
Wedding was really good. Wedding was really good.
Man, I can't believe they really got. Man, they got stuck. They got stuck with the cake, and then the car that caught on fire. I felt sorry for him. The one when Mindy said she loved Josh, that was all right. I think they broke up really kind of. Breaking up was kind of stupid.
That was funny when he said, "See, chemistry, something." Come on.
Oh yeah, I ain't gonna lie, that shit was funny. So, who's got game when Drake and Josh when they made that bet on who could get the most girls? That was a good episode.
There's two. That's why I said the first. There's 2 episodes that had a bet, so that's why I said the first one.
The Great Doheny, that was a good episode too.
Yeah.
The sushi episode was okay, but just them throwing sushi at the wall was funny as hell. You gotta reference the classics, and you gotta reference the classics. The Storm is a good one, especially when Crazy Steve was watching Dora. That shit was funny as hell.
That was a good one, but like that one, I never cared for either.
Treehouse is all right. Josh is Done is probably one of my favorite episodes too. It just weird.
That was a really good one. That was a good one.
Because Josh is my favorite person on the show, so seeing everything good happen to him was good.
You like Josh over Drake, though.
You said what?
You like Josh over Drake.
Yeah, Josh was fun. Josh was a big time funnier than Drake was.
He was, but Drake was that man, especially against the ladies.
Yeah, like I'm looking at the list. Like you didn't like season 4, but season 4 like has like almost every episode of season 4 I love.
I didn't like the one. It's the one where Megan went on that first date or something like that.
That's probably the only season 4 episode I don't really care for.
Yeah, that one I never cared for. Really like Spectacular now. I'm not gonna lie. When they first came out with iCarly, I wasn't really too happy about it because that's the reason they came up with the show because Drake and Josh got canceled, and I really didn't care for it that much. But that show, it's got to be number 2 for me. I mean, I like all the seasons on that show.
I think toward the end of the season, like and actually toward the end of the show, the only character that was funny was Gibby. So I really didn't really care for that today.
I like the stories they had in the show. Like the stories, the episodes were good to me. I like
one of the best iCarly episode though is probably I Start a Fan War. If only because you had Spencer go against Jack Black. That was legendary. I don't care what nobody said.
No, did you like Zoe 101?
Love Zoe 101.
Okay, that show got canceled too.
That was a damn shame that show got canceled.
We never read about that.
When you think about it, toward that time, like I think it was like 04 to 07, you had Drake and Josh, Nessie Classified, Zoe 101, and all 3 of them got canceled.
I know, that's crazy. Well, Zoe 101 got canceled because she got pregnant. So
she got pregnant. I know about that.
That's the reason it got canceled. But I mean, that show.
And the thing is, usually when like a character on the show gets pregnant, like in real life gets pregnant, they usually just work into a storyline. But you can't do that when she's only she was in high school.
Yeah, she was like maybe 16, 17 at the time, I think. I'm not for sure, but I mean, I think she was around that age. But I mean, that show, that's probably one of my favorite shows that didn't have a live audience.
Zoe 101 was good. I think that show was funny as hell too, though. Especially the funniest people on that show were Chase and Michael.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, see, my dude, Mark tripping. He tried to say Zoe 101 was bad. I don't know why he's saying that, but he's tripping on that.
Who said it was bad?
So he doesn't think Mark said that Zoe 101 wasn't bad. He doesn't think she's attractive at all.
Oh, he didn't think. Oh no. That's the thing. Like almost every main character that was a female was bad though.
Yeah, I mean Victoria Justice was the best one.
Obviously Victoria Justice was bad as hell. She still is now.
Yeah, she was gorgeous. I mean, but I mean, Zoe 101 was amazing. Now, we're gonna get off topic a little bit. So, what is top 5 favorite Black TV shows?
Top 5 what?
Favorite Black TV shows.
Oh,
Now I'm gonna tell you from me. This is the most. Now I'm not saying it's my favorite, but the most successful one is the Cosby Show. Even though
that is my favorite one. The Cosby Show is number 1. Martin, Fresh Prince, Everybody's Chris, My Wife and Kids.
See, the fact that you have Martin over Fresh Prince, that we gotta talk about that.
Here's why. I mean, Fresh Prince is a better show. Martin is funnier.
Martin's more black than Fresh Prince. I'll give you that. It's more
I
black.
mean,
I'll
I
give you
think
that.
Martin like for them. I think like when all the dudes that did their best '90s black sitcom video, Kevin on stage said the best. You didn't laugh harder at any show on that panel you did at Martin. Pound for pound funny, Martin was the best '90s black sitcom. Pound for pound funny. Even
Uh,
though Fresh Prince is a better show, it had more emotional moments. But in terms of pure comedy, plus I grew up with more watching Martin more than I did Fresh Prince.
but I can tell you, okay, since we're talking about black comedy, I will give you a show that to me has better black comedy than Martin. That's Sanford and Son.
Oh yes, yeah. I mean I've died laughing at Sanford and Son more than like there have been
I mean,
episodes.
Fresh Prince to me is that's the Cosby Show's number one. That's the most successful show.
If you're talking about like what it did for the industry, the Cosby Show has got to be number one.
But for me, I had to put Fresh Prince number one, Cosby Show two, Martin's number three, four probably Everybody Hates Chris, five probably Sanford and Son number five, maybe Wayne's Bros. That's got that for two. I love that show.
Honestly, like
Good Times up there too. Love that.
Good, My Wife and Kids is definitely up there too.
Yeah, that's a good show. That's a really good show.
Like if you think about it, every era had like the '70s had Sanford and Son and Good Times. The '80s had the Cosby Show. The '90s had mainly Martin, Fresh Prince, Wayne's Bros.
You can't forget about Jefferson. Jefferson's in the '70s. That's a good show.
I didn't really watch the Jeffersons though. That's one show I never really watched though. I love the theme, but I didn't really watch it.
Yeah,
And the 2000s mainly had My Wife and Kids and Everybody's Chris.
Another show that it's not a TV show. It's a cartoon. Boondocks. That's got to be different.
Boondock. I mean, can you count the Boondocks? I love the Boondocks. The first 3 seasons. Season 4 was terrible.
Yeah, the way it ended wasn't good, but the first 3 seasons were helpful. I mean, that's if you like. That's if you like black comedy, though. I mean, like for me, I always said that Kevin Hart was never that funny because he's black, but he's not a black comedian for me. Like he's more of a white comedian for me. I like the comedians like Cat Williams, Eddie Murphy, Chris Rock, Bernie Mac up there too.
Bernie Mac funny as hell.
Bernie Mac, Richard Pryor.
Richard Pryor is number one though.
I mean, he's the best comedian of all time, no question.
Yeah, we can agree on that. We might not agree on everything. We can agree that Richard Pryor is the best comedian.
He's the best comedian of all time. He's not my favorite, but he's definitely the best one. My favorite comedian is definitely Cat Williams.
I like Cat Williams, but I like Cat Williams though. I do. But here's the thing though. We talking like clean wise. Like Bill Cosby was a clean comedian too.
Yeah. He never cut.
I like Kevin Hart. Like my problem with Kevin Hart is mainly when he does movies. He's pretty much the same character in every movie he's in. His stand up is funny as hell though. I mean, Let Me Explain was hilarious.
See, I don't know. Something about his comedy is just like, I don't know. Like, okay, a long time ago, my mom and my stepdad, they told me before Kevin Hart blew up, like before he was saying things, he came out here and he performed at this place called Funny Bone. And they went to go see him. This is like 06, 07. And she said that he was there, and it was like basically it was packed with like mostly black people. She said when he came out, he started doing jokes. He said nobody laughed at his jokes, and he got booed off stage, and then he left. He just walked off stage and left because nobody understood what he was saying.
I mean, even that's true though. He has become one of the most popular comedians ever though.
I mean, he has, but to me, he connects more with white audience than the black audience. For me, that's how I see it.
I think funny is funny. I mean, like
funny is funny, yeah, true. But if you ask, I'm saying if you ask white comedians and black comedians, if you ask white comedians who their favorite, they're probably gonna say Kevin Hart. If you ask black people, they're gonna say people like Richard Pryor, Chris Rock, Eddie Murphy, people like Martin.
Don't forget Mike Epps.
Martin Lawrence, people like that.
Michael Blackson.
Yes, people like those. Aries Spears is funny.
Aries Spears is funny as hell, man.
He's funny.
I don't think I've ever laughed harder at any stand-up period than I did at Aries Spears Mexican at Popeyes. I laughed so hard at that. I was literally on the floor and I couldn't breathe.
One of my favorite ones is the one he did at the. This is when Shaq used to host like those comedy things. This was like a long time ago. It was like 06, 07. He used to host like these. Shaq used to host like these special comedy events in Aries Spears.
Def Comedy Jam.
Yeah, he came out I think he was like maybe the third one that came out, and he came out and did a stand up. Oh my, I was crying. Like literally, it's so funny, bro.
Corey Holcomb is a funny guy too.
Corey Holcomb is really funny too. I like Corey Holcomb. I haven't really watched like a lot of his stuff, but I've always liked Corey Holcomb.
I mean, and his thing, I'm a Wild Now fan, so of course I like people like in the next generation, DC, Young Fly, Carlos Miller, Tico Bing. They're funny.
See, I haven't watched the new. I've only seen the old ones back in the day. I haven't seen. I've seen like when they first rebought it out. I've seen the first season like when they first brought it back out, but like I haven't watched it. I haven't watched it for like the last couple seasons. I mean, the original Wild Now is the best one to me. Like going back, I've gone back and watched it. It's just the first, like before they canceled it, the first seasons are like
first 4 seasons. I get you, but I guess I didn't watch the first 4 seasons. I prefer the last this like since it came back because I just resonate more with that. Also, I think the music, the songs in general from Wild Now have been better since they came back too.
Everything's changed from when we used to.
I got one for you. Who is the in terms of white sitcoms? Who's the funniest white sitcom character?
White sitcom?
Yeah, not best show, but who's the funniest character that's like from white sitcom?
Well, I don't know if we like the same sitcoms, but I like Friends. That's my favorite white sitcom. Friends is my favorite one.
I like Friends theme song, but I never got into the show itself.
No, that show's top 3. That's one of my top 3 favorite shows ever. Seinfeld, I never liked though. I never liked Seinfeld though.
Didn't get into it. Here's the thing for me though, Malik. If we talk about the funniest white sitcom character, I gotta go with Al Bundy.
I can give you that. I can give you that. Yeah.
Al Bundy is funny as hell.
The best white sitcom is Friends. That has to be that. That has to be.
You said what?
Best white sitcom is Friends though. For me, that has to be.
Friends. I haven't gotten to Friends, so I can't really answer that. Even though I love the theme song though. I can listen to
Friends, Full House.
I never liked Full House.
What? You didn't like Full House?
No, it's funny because that's the same reaction. My grandmother loved Full House, and I never liked Full House. I never found Full House funny.
Wow, see that's crazy, bro. Full House is fucking amazing.
That show was not funny though.
It's a good ass show, bro. That's a great show, man. The only thing I like about that show is I hate it. Really pisses me off when they have like little sad scenes and they start playing that little sad music. Like,
I like sad music, but when you do it in every episode, that's when it does get on my nerves.
I hate that. No, another black TV show we didn't mention, Family Matters. We didn't mention that. We didn't bring it up.
Family Matters, alright. I think it was okay.
It's gotta be good though. We call that's legendary. It's up there.
But like I said, like
white. We didn't bring Sister. Sister's gotta be good too. That's a great show.
You said what?
Sister. That's a great show too.
What?
Sister.
That was good.
Would have that in there. I mean, white sitcoms for me. Friends would have to be up there. Full House. Home Improvement. I love Home Improvement. That's a great show. Beverly Hills 90210. Got to be in there too. I absolutely love that show. It's one of my favorite shows ever. Saved by the Bell. I like Saved by the Bell too. Even though it's got one black character there, but it's not really black. It's a white sitcom.
Here's the funny thing: my favorite white sitcom is Drake and Josh.
See, I can't put that. I can't put that up there as my favorite one. I mean, it's definitely my favorite Nickelodeon show, no question. But I mean, as far as sitcoms, that can't be up there.
Okay, here's one. The best sitcom mother and the best sitcom father.
Best sitcom father has to be Dude from Good Times. Has to be.
You said what?
Dude from Good Times has to be the best father.
Oh, best father you said is James from Good Times.
I mean, Uncle Phil's up there too. Uncle Phil's my dude. I would have Uncle Phil up there too, but I mean, James from Good Times. Now, as far as mom, oh, yeah, that's hard, bro. Mom, oh man, that's a tough one. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I like Rochelle a lot. Everybody's curious. I like her character.
If I had to say, all right, if I had to give you like my top 5 from both, top 5 sitcom moms. Number 1, Claire Huxtable. Number 2, Dark.
Oh yes, I'm tripping. Forgot about that. Yeah. Okay, never mind. I don't have to forget about the legendary Claire Huxtable. I'm tripping.
Yeah, Claire Huxtable, dark skinned Aunt Viv.
I like both of them. I mean, the dark skin one's better, but I was cool with the second one. The second one was good to me too.
She was okay, but she didn't. I don't think she had she wasn't entertained the first Aunt Viv. Those two are definitely the two best. Like you had like Claire and Dust and the first Aunt Viv are the best two. After that, I give you Rochelle, Florida Evans from Good Times, and
I forgot about.
damn, I can't even come up with a fifth.
Cliff Huxtable.
Like, all right, sitcom dads is easier for me. You got Cliff Huxtable, Uncle Phil. What the hell I say Dr. Phil for? Cliff Huxtable, Uncle Phil, James Evans, Julius, Michael Kyle. Yeah, those are the best sitcom dads.
Julius was good. I like Julius. Obviously, Dr. Huxtable wasn't there too. But I mean, James Huxtable, as far as being like a true black dad, that's a true black dad.
You said who?
That's as far as being like a true African American dad. James Evans that's a true definition of a black dad.
Yeah, the biggest problem with Good Times when they killed him off, the show fell off after that.
Yeah, they that's crazy. I mean, that's because they had a disagreement and everything with the show and
I know the story.
Everything that happened with them, but
they should have killed him off. Anything they should have just like found a way from not being on the show without killing him off. Because you kill him off, he can't come back regardless. Anyway.
Yeah, I know that's the crazy thing. They could have just said he went to the war or something, get arrested, go to prison, something like that.
Here's my thing about TV shows in general. If a show is going on too long, that you either have to add a new character or kill off a character to make it interesting. That's when you should probably end it. Even the Cosby Show had that problem of adding Cousin Pam, who wasn't necessary to the show, in season 8. That was the last season.
See, I agree with that. I never liked Cousin Pam. Never really Cousin Pam never really was kind of like this pointless to me too. Like I never understood the whole concept of with Cousin Pam. But I mean, I like when they put Raven there. I thought when they added Raven Simone, that was a good addition. I like that.
Yes, I get that. I like Olivia. She was cool.
I like how they have more women in the show than men too. I mean, if you only have one son, you have like all these daughters, so.
That is true. I mean, if you look at the original cast, it was just a family, and of the family, the only men was Theo and Cliff because it was Claire, Sandra, Denise, Rudy, and Vanessa.
Right.
And then Sandra married Elvin. That's how he became a main cast member. Denise married Martin. So really, the rest of the cast never male because of marriage.
I'll tell you another guy. He put on some funny legendary movies too. Tyler Perry. I like all his movies actually. I'm not talking about the Madea movies. I'm talking about Why Did I Get Married? All those movies that he has are really good movies.
The best Madea movie though, I think the best Madea movie is Madea Goes to Jail.
Yeah, definitely, no question.
That was the first one I ever really sat down and watched. I was rolling.
They're probably the most. The rest of them are really more serious. They're like Madea, Family Reunion.
I mean, Madea Goes to Jail had. I mean, it had a serious second storyline with Candace and Josh. But yeah, that was mainly funny.
I mean, next year is the last Madea movie ever coming out
though. Oh yeah, they do got no one coming out, don't they?
It's Madea's funeral or something like that. But I seen Tyler Perry said it's gonna be the last one he's ever done. He's moving on from it and doing something else. But they should have made. I always thought it'd be funny if they made a Madea and Big Mama's house movie. I always thought they should have did that.
I'm surprised they didn't. I'm surprised they didn't.
Big Mama that's the first one. Amazing movie. Hilarious.
The first one is good, and the second two is just okay.
Yeah, the second two was okay, but the first one was by far amazing.
I get that. The first one.
They should have. I always thought they should have did Madea, and they should have done those movies together. They should have had movies for those two together.
If they had done something like that, I think that I think it would have been one of the funniest movies we've ever seen.
Yeah, I don't see how it couldn't be. I mean, put those two together. I mean, obviously Madea's better though. Madea's more funnier, I think.
I think Madea's funnier, but in real life, Martin Lawrence is funnier than Tyler Perry.
Well, yeah, he has better. Yeah, he's done more movies. I mean, the best movie he ever did though. I don't know if you've ever seen it. It's called Thin Line Between Love and Hate. Woo!
The best movie who did?
Martin Lawrence. That's my favorite movie he ever did. Thin Line Between Love and Hate. That's a good movie, man.
My favorite Martin movie is probably Bad Boys 2.
Bad Boys 2, yeah, Bad Boys. They finally confirmed the third one too. I cannot wait for the third one. wait years for this third one to come out.
I can't wait for the third one. Like Martin and Will said was coming. I mean, it's funny because you take two funny charismatic people like Martin and Will Smith, and they have good chemistry. I'm surprised it took them this long. Like I'm surprised it took them forever to do a Bad Boys 3 and a Rush Hour 4.
Yeah, they still haven't done. They probably won't do Rush Hour 4 though. I mean, Chris Tucker was weird about it. They won't even do another Friday. He won't even do that. So I mean,
but I don't think they really need another Friday.
Imagine the box office that would do though, because all the movies were good.
I get that. Every Friday movie is good.
What's the best one?
The first one.
No,
you can't beat the original classic.
The best one, Friday After Next. To me, that's the funniest one at all.
I think Friday Next is probably the funniest one, but I think as an overall movie, I think the first one's the best movie.
First one is more classic, obviously. The second one's good too. The second one has good comedy, very funny. But
the second one, that's the problem with the second one. As much as I love it, they definitely focus more on comedy than ever before. But it was still a funny ass movie though.
Friday After Next was that movie is so funny, man. That's up there. That's up there. I mean, the first one's definitely more classic, but I mean,
the best thing about all the movies, they had like all three movies individually had some of the best quotables, and that's stuff we still say now.
That's very true, and all the women in the movie, everything.
Oh man, the best girlfriend of all three Friday movies in terms of looking was Carla in Next Friday.
Well, you think she looked better than Donna from the third one?
Yeah, I get. Yeah. Plus, she got a sexy ass voice. That helps.
Oh my gosh, bro, Donna was
Donna was bad as hell,
especially in the face. Oh my gosh, bro, dude.
Here's the thing, though. It's funny because I ain't gonna like Nia Long. Like Debbie wasn't bad either, but Nia Long, as beautiful as she is, she looked better when her hair was longer.
Yes, I always said that. I'm not feeling the short hair of Nia Long. Long hair, Nia Long better.
I mean, I still would get with her when she had short hair. When she got long hair, that's when she just looked better.
I mean, Nia Long's definitely she definitely. I always thought Gabrielle Union was better than Nia Long.
I give you that. Gabrielle Union.
Her Megan Good.
You know what?
Her Megan Good, I always thought. Especially back in the day. I don't like Megan Good with the short hair. She still looks good, but her long hair, like Stomp the Yard, Megan Good, Road Mounts, Megan Good. Ooh.
Gabrielle Union looked good as hell in Bad Boys 2. She looked good as hell in that movie.
Yeah, I mean, she did a good movie, but I mean, so we did a lot of stuff. We went way off topic on this stuff. I mean, we talked about a lot of stuff. Anything else you want to cover about Disney? Anything else that we didn't discuss that you want to cover? Pixar, Disney, obviously, we have our own opinions about the movie and stuff like that. But I mean, they do have a live action Lion King coming out. I'm going to go see.
I think they're going a little bit overboard with the live action movies. I mean, especially because like some of them been good, but a lot of them have not been that good. I don't see what's the point of doing a live action Lion King movie.
They're doing one with Aladdin too. Aladdin.
Oh, that's definitely not necessary.
And they're doing those two, and they're doing the Jungle. See, the one with the Jungle Book wasn't bad though.
I've heard some people say it wasn't bad. I've heard some people say it was. I forgot.
It wasn't better. It wasn't better than the cartoon, but I mean,
no.
The live action was pretty good.
I forgot. I think I forget who they getting to play the genie in the next movie. I think it was like
Will Smith.
What is Will Smith?
Yeah, it's Will Smith.
I love Will Smith as much as almost anybody, but
nobody's gonna top Robin Williams.
No one's topping Robin Williams.
And he can't. He's dead now, so he can't play the genie. But I mean, Will Smith is a good pick though. Because Will Smith's good. He's got a good voice, and he's got he's a good pick.
Yeah, the only time Will Smith ever wasn't good in a movie was After Earth.
Yeah, that movie was terrible. That's the only movie by him I probably don't like. Right After Earth and Wild West was okay, but I mean,
here's the problem. Them doing a lot of live action. I don't get like why you're doing these live action movies. Like, yeah, I mean they're doing the live action Mulan too.
Are they really?
I heard about that.
Ooh, that might be good though, actually, for real. Especially with all the fighting scene stuff they got in there. That actually might be dope.
Let's see. I will give it this though. About Wreck-It Ralph 2 that's about to come out. Let's come out this month. The scene where all the princesses, they made Mulan look beautiful as hell in CG. Just saying.
You know they got another Grinch coming out too.
That's a big mistake.
I don't know why they make another Grinch. Like what?
And I didn't even like the Jim Carrey Grinch. I didn't even like that one.
What? You didn't like that movie?
No, I don't.
That movie is forever. Like that's the best Christmas movie ever.
That's where you're wrong. That's not the best Christmas movie ever.
That's
For
the
one,
best Christmas movie
the
ever.
30-minute cartoon is better than that movie.
No, that movie is absolutely amazing. That movie is the best Christmas. The only other one to be better is Home Alone. It's the only other one.
Home Alone is better than that.
Home Alone is probably the only other one that's better than that. Other than that, there's no other.
See, I don't like that live action Grinch movie. Now don't get me wrong, I think Jim Carrey behind all that makeup does a good job because working in that makeup could not have been easy. I gotta give Jim Carrey credit for that. But when the Who's are more dislikable than the Grinch is, the color looks too muted. Like it should look more colorful, and it didn't need adult jokes.
That movie is freaking amazing, dude. I can't believe it's not a good movie.
Yeah, there's a funny line or two, but
the whole movie is good.
That's not really that funny.
That whole movie is good, man. That whole movie.
It's sad because the only reason I don't hate it is because about a year and a half later, Dr. Seuss Cat and Hat came out, and that movie was god awful.
Yeah, that movie was not good. I mean, Home Alone was probably, I would say Home Alone is the best movie ever. Not thinking, but Home Alone's number one. Is The Grinch. Number 2 is The Grinch. No question.
Not for me. I mean,
Elf is good too. That's funny. Elf is really funny, but
I thought Elf was funny, but I never loved Elf.
I wouldn't put that up there. I mean, but the Christmas movie, there's a lot of good Christmas movies you can put in there. Charlie Brown Christmas movie, amazing.
That was alright.
There's a lot of other Christmas, but I mean, the Grinch though, man. Come on, man. I can't say the Grinch.
I never liked the Grinch. I mean, the Jim Carrey. I never liked it. Now the original cartoon.
Cartoon's amazing.
The cartoon is timeless. But I don't like the
Grinch. That movie is amazing, man.
I never.
I don't agree with them making another. I don't know why they're making another one. I don't understand this.
I don't get it. I mean, at least it's animated. That's a good thing. But when you look at it, this like for me, the only good Dr. Seuss movie that came out since 2000 was Horton Hears a Who, and that movie wasn't even that good either. It's just the fact that Lorax, Grinch, and Cat in Hat were worse.
Horton Hears a Who was a good movie. I got that on DVD.
I think the problem with Lorax is the fact they completely missed the point and everything.
Horton Hears a Who was a good one. I like that movie a lot.
I don't think Horton Hears a Who was a great movie at all. But when you compare it to the other three, then yeah, I think it's a good movie.
Which other three? Dr. Seuss and Lorax?
No, Grinch, Cat in Hat, Horton, Lorax.
You think Horton? See, Grinch is the best one, bro. That's the best.
Grinch is the second worst.
It's the best, by far the best one.
It's the second worst if you ask me. Like, I think Grinch is better than Cat in the Hat because even like some people, like you could say Jim Carrey wasn't that good. I think he was all right, but at least he had a clear character in the movie, something that Mike Myers is the Cat in Hat did not have. Also, that seems to be a little bit more effort put into the Grinch than it was Cat in Hat. And I'll give it this: the actual set of the Grinch looked good. The only problem is I felt like the colors should have been brighter.
I think that movie is amazing. I mean, that's probably my second favorite movie behind Home Alone. Home Alone is just too legendary.
I don't hate, like I said, I don't like the Grinch, but the things I do like, I do like the set. I really like the Grinch makeup. The makeup on Jim Carrey looks amazing. I can't act like it doesn't. Jim Carrey's performance is all right. It's good. It does have some funny lines, but I never liked it.
So what about sports movies? Favorite baseball, football, and basketball movie?
I love basketball.
Love basketball is my favorite basketball movie.
And really, other than
Coach Carter's up there too.
You know what?
Coach Carter's up there too. Good movie.
What favorite movie? I can't hear you.
Say Coach Carter's up there for me too.
I've heard about Coach Carter. I just haven't sat down to watch it. Loving basketball, like, of course, the kid in me wants to say Space Jam, even though if you look at it from a critic's perspective, it's not necessarily a good movie. But Space Jam is all right, even though Looney Tunes Back in Action was better than Space Jam. What else? I don't even know my favorite football and baseball movies. I'll be honest, I don't know.
Football, gotta remember the Titans. For me, hard. Blindside's up there too. Blindside's deep. I think I've seen that. Good Aaron Gang is up there too. They sleep on that movie.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really. I'm not as much. I love sports. I love movies, but I'm not big into sports movies. Like I loving basketball, but basketball is not even the main focus of the film.
Baseball movie, that's hard, man. Probably 42, maybe Sandlot. Sandlot's up there too.
I'd probably say 42, mainly because I don't really have many to compare it to, and because of who it was about. Of course, I'm gonna love 42.
Sandlot's up there. Oh my God, there's so many.
Here's one. What's the best hood movie?
But what?
Hood movie.
See, that's just hard. That's there's so many.
See, I would probably say Boys in the Hood.
Boys in the Hood, or Friday.
Friday is my favorite, but Boys in the Hood is arguably the best. You also got Menace to Society.
Society is that's my movie.
I haven't watched that one.
Set It Off is good too. That's a good movie.
I heard that was good. Yeah, but Friday is probably my Friday's my favorite.
You ever seen Set It Off?
I don't think I finished it. I don't remember seeing it.
Oh, you gotta watch that. It's classic right there. And Boys in the Hood probably would be the best one. Friday's a good too.
Like Boys in the Hood is probably the best, but Friday is my favorite.
I mean, if we're looking at it front, let me see. Let me think of, there's a lot of good ones that you can't just leave out. I mean, those three obviously are up there. I would say Friday probably the most popular. Boys in the Hood, I think, is better, especially from like being in the streets stuff like that. Because I mean, Friday they sit on the porch most of the whole movie pretty much.
The problem with Friday, why I say Boys in the Hood is probably a better hood movie. Friday didn't put emphasis on the hood that much. Like it was more from a comedic standpoint of like everyone crazy hood, not how the hood affects everybody.
Again, yeah, you're right about that. So I would try to say Boys in the Hood. That'd probably be the best movie. I mean, that's the only one that's coming to my head right now. It's the top of my head. There's probably some Menace to Society up there too. That's a good one too. But I mean, that's the only one that's popping off in my head just from the top. There's probably some ones I'm leaving out that I can't think of, but that one would probably be. That's probably the best one.
I have a question. Who's your favorite YouTube channel?
Honestly, I don't really follow YouTube channels like that, to be honest. Like, I don't really watch YouTube channels. Like, if I get on YouTube, I usually I'll watch clips of like basketball, football, WWE, or like Disney stuff, top 10 lists. I usually watch stuff like that, trivias.
See, anything about me is like, I like a lot of channels, but if you ask me like take one channel to watch, I'll pick RDC World 1.
Yeah, his channel's great. His channel's good. He got the funny. He got the funny stuff. The first I didn't start watching until he started doing those clips with LeBron though in the locker room.
It was the LeBron videos, which is how I got like. That's the first video because during the finals in 2016, I thought they were hilarious. Especially the "Give Me Your Ring," but the video that made me a fan of them was old cartoon themes versus new cartoon themes.
Yeah, that was a good. That's the one they dressed up like Kids Next Door and all that stuff. Like, man, it was a different one.
Not that particular video, but that's one that they've done that. Like in terms of things, like they've done things like they've done 4 theme videos. They did old cartoon themes versus new cartoon themes, old cartoon themes versus anime themes.
I don't like anime shows though.
I don't really watch anime, even though anime themes did win that. Anime themes versus video game themes was the best one because it had the most heat. Black sitcom versus white sitcoms.
Yeah, I want to do videos like those. I just don't know how to edit stuff like that. I don't know how to edit stuff like that at all. I wouldn't even know how to edit all the videos all the stuff they do. That's what makes it so good.
Like, yeah, that's the thing I love about it. It's how much effort they put in that videos. Like, especially,
Go ahead.
Like, especially like that last video, which is Avatar: The Last Hoodbender Part 3, Number 2. Like the ending scene of that, like I never thought one of that videos would make me feel like, hey, give me like that type of emotion.
Right. We're gonna have to do next time. We're gonna have to do a sports podcast, like just mainly sports.
Just let me know the time, and I'll probably be free.
Probably have to do one. See, I would do it tomorrow, but they got football tomorrow, so we can't because the games will be on tomorrow.
Well, my team plays at 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock. Your team plays.
My team plays Sunday Night Football. We play at 8.
Plays at 8:20. So we have from about 4 o'clock to 8 if you want to do it around that time.
We could. I would do it now, but it's not even a sports. I would have to like stop it and redo the podcast and everything.
Yeah. Plus, didn't you say you want to watch UFC 230?
Yeah, that don't come on until 11 o'clock though.
God damn, 11
o'clock. The main card will be until 11. So I ain't tripping.
I don't really want. I don't care for UFC, so.
I love UFC. I'm a big UFC man.
I mean, even though Everyone knows Brock Lesnar's gonna be there tonight.
He might. He probably will.
Oh, he is.
He probably will be there because the main event. He's supposed to fight DC anyway if he wins. If he wins tonight.
I think supposed to fight Cormier.
Yeah, DC. That's who he is. Daniel Cormier.
Oh,
DC.
okay.
He's
Honestly, the only time I really followed UFC was when Ronda was there.
No, I've been watching UFC forever. I started watching UFC because of Matt Hughes and George St. Pierre. That's what got me into it.
But the only time I really followed
when Brock Lesnar went to Justin watching a lot because I'm a big WWE fan, so I had to start watching.
The only time I followed the UFC fight was when McGregor was about to fight Mayweather.
That was hyped up too. I like McGregor too. I like Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor's cool.
Could you believe there actually people out there that thought McGregor was gonna win that fight?
I wanted him to win, but I'm a big fan, and I knew that he wasn't gonna win. Habib is a different animal, bro. He's not. And he wasn't gonna beat Mayweather either. I mean, Mayweather is the boxer, so I mean, he's not gonna be a boxer.
You don't put a boxer who's never lost and someone's never even been in a fight, and people think McGregor's gonna win. Get out of here with that.
He would never. It'd be different, if. Like I said, it'd be different if Mayweather went to UFC. He get destroyed.
That's why it wouldn't happen because people say, "Oh, well, they should fight in the octagon." Here's the difference: is UFC fighters still have some boxing experience, but boxers don't have aren't kickboxing and stuff like that. That's why Floyd wouldn't do it.
They know how to wrestle and everything to UFC. So I mean, he would get destroyed easily. Like he would get demolished.
But I will give it this though.
I'm surprised he didn't win 10 rounds though. I don't know how long McGregor was gonna go, but.
But I'll give it this though. It was more entertaining than Mayweather and Pacquiao.
Mayweather and Pacquiao was terrible.
And my mother spent $200 on that fight, and we were in the base. Everyone was in the base nearly falling asleep on it.
Yeah, I never watched. I didn't pay for it, so I mean, I watched it for free. I watched the Mayweather and Pacquiao McGregor fight too. That's like $100. I ain't paying $100 for the pay-per-view. I'm gonna go somewhere else to watch.
And it's funny because we don't even usually watch boxing, but because of who was going to be in the fight and how that fight was hyped up for nearly a decade, everyone wanted to see it.
Exactly. I see. I don't know, but I mean, we definitely do a sports one. I definitely want to do a sports one. We should have done that one today. Now I think about it, we should do that today.
If you want to do it tomorrow, just let me know. After the Ravens game, I'm free for the rest of the day.
We can do it tomorrow. We should have did it today. Now I'm thinking about it because that topic would have made more sense to do today, especially with the games tomorrow. That would have made a lot more sense. But I mean, we could have did it today. Actually, we should have did one later. But I mean,
if we're gonna do it, let's already like start with some lists. Like we can do like the top 10 best Super Bowls and the top 10 best NBA playoff series, not final series, but playoff series in general.
Oh, okay. Hey, that's gonna be a hard playoff series. That's gonna be hard. Super Bowls. I mean, Super Bowls. Well, there's already two in my head that I can think of. Top of my head.
There are about 6. I already know it's gonna be on my list. I even do better. I do the top 5 Super Bowl halftime shows.
See, I don't really watch halftime shows like that though. Yeah.
I do. Well,
I don't care for them. We can do. Let's do top 10. We can do top 10 Super Bowls. That's fine. I'm cool with Super Bowls. We can do top 10 Super Bowls, and then we can do NBA. We can do top 10. You said NBA playoff series.
I mean, if you want to be more specific, top 10 final series, that's cool too.
Yeah, we got because I can't remember playoffs like all the games. We have to do finals or something like that. We have to do final series.
All right, so top 10 NBA. All right, top 10 Super Bowls. Top 10 NBA finals games. Final series, not the games. Not
series.
Yeah. And I don't even know what else we can.
We can think of some other. I mean,
just let me know. Just let me know in the group chat. Were you able to watch that video I sent you?
No, I don't follow that page. So.
I think I'm gonna ask everyone if they finally uploaded on YouTube. So that's probably what I'm gonna do.
I probably haven't seen it, but I mean, before we go, you want to tell everybody who's the greatest quarterback of all time?
If it makes you happy, the greatest quarterback of all time is Tom Brady. I've never said.
I just wanted you to say that one time.
Here's the question, Malik. When did I say Tom Brady? When did I not say Tom Brady wasn't ago?
I just wanted you to say it a lot, and you never said it in public. So I need you to say that.
I've said it plenty of times. I think Tom Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time. All I said was I think Aaron Rodgers is more talented.
I agree with that. Aaron Rodgers has more talent. He's more talented at the QB position. Tom Brady is the best QB to ever step on the football field.
Like I would at least argue for Montana until that Falcons Super Bowl.
Yeah, I can see everybody playing that. I mean, the rings don't even matter to me. It's like when you watch the man play, it's like look at all the wins he's had. Look at everything. Because Tom Brady is probably the most unathletic quarterback we've ever seen. He's not athletic at all. Can't run, can't catch, he can't do anything but really throw the ball. He's not bad outside the pocket like he used to be, but he's not no Aaron Rodgers outside the pocket. Aaron Rodgers is deadly outside the pocket.
Well, this is a conversation we can save for tomorrow.
But I mean, I just want you to admit that one time. And, what you said, Tom Brady was the greatest. So if you want, you can go ahead and tell everybody, they can follow you on the channel.
Yeah, follow me on Twitter, SplashPro Kyron, Instagram, SplashPro_Kyron. Tumblr and DVR are Kyron Chase. My YouTube account, Kyron Chase. I do videos on wrestling, Sonic the Hedgehog, My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. I do reaction videos every now and then.
All right, so this podcast is super long. It probably went on 3 hours. At least it has to be.
We're only been going for about an hour and almost.
Oh no, it's almost 8:00. So about an hour and a half. So we could do. Because I'm trying to think about sports. I might have some other people hop on there. So if we do it tomorrow, I gotta see. I might get Steve maybe because he does. I don't know how much he knows about sports like that. And plus, we play the Packers tomorrow too. So
that should be interesting.
And he's a Packers fan too. So final predictions: Baltimore, Pittsburgh. What's the final score gonna be? Final score:
23-20 Baltimore.
I'm gonna say 40-0 Pittsburgh.
Don't be stupid.
Okay. Final score. I'm gonna say. Honestly, because they play in Baltimore, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna say Baltimore wins. I'm gonna say 21-17. Final score. Packers, Patriots. Final score.
34-31, and it all depends on which number.
You gotta pick a winner. Gotta have one.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna go 34-31 Green Bay.
Okay. I'm gonna go. Well, obviously, no, I'll take it. I ain't gotta take it. Patriots, obviously. I'm gonna say 28-35 Patriots. When we won by touchdown.
All right.
Because I don't think there's gonna be any. There may be a couple field goals in there, but it's gonna be a touchdown.
I think it's gonna come down to whoever has the ball last. That's why I said it'll be 34-31 either way, but I think the Packers might end up with the ball last.
We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I mean,
hey, I'm looking forward to both games.
I am too. I think both games will be good games, so we'll see what happens. But I'm waiting the live stream.
All right.
We went way off topic with Disney. I mean,
absolutely.
Completely way off topic, but I mean, we covered the important stuff about Disney. When it comes to Disney stuff, though, I think we're two different types of. I like the I like the older Disneys than better than the newer ones, but I like the type of Disneys like the Aristocats. You never seen that? Sleeping Beauty, Snow White, Lion King, stuff like that. I like movies like those. Where it's like I don't know how to really explain it. Those movies that just interest me. I don't know how to explain it, but I mean, like Frozen, Wreck-It Ralph, those movies, I could care less for them, to be honest.
Well, I see you.
All right,
man.
Did I stop it? Oh no, I did not. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and end this live stream. Appreciate everybody watching for joining. And if you like Disney movies, let me know. Let me know what your favorite Disney movies are. Comment below what your favorite Disney movies are. If you have a favorite one, let me know.